please subscribe Kenpcgames.
Nicholas Kruger. I'm your psychotherapist. It seems like you need some clarification again. All right, Myasin, try to stay calm. I'm sure we can figure everything out. Take a deep breath. Good. Now tell me, what's confusing you? Your sister's persistence made a miracle happen, Myasin. Dreaming of curing your GI tract, she became an expert in transplants and reconstructive surgery. At least, that's what she believed. They offered her an internship as a pathologist at the city morgue, the perfect place to hunt for a suitable gastrointestinal tract. Well, at least part of one. Your sister loved you deeply. In truth, you were the only thing she could truly focus on. No one knows what might have happened if she tried grafting a dead organ into a living person. Most likely, you would have died. But luckily, she never went through with it. Your sister used to put on an exhibition for you. She would bring you to work when no one was there and show you intestines of different sizes and kinds. And she couldn't help but notice that you weren't at all interested in other people's organs, or rather, the organs your sister offered you. Next, your sister had a brilliant idea to become a surrogate donor for you, carry and give birth to a fetus from whom she could take the intestines and transplant them into you. Let's just say the idea was not unreasonable, but it was the execution that let her down. It was a very cunning plan. She bought different dildos from a sex toy store and used them one by one. Of course, that couldn't lead to pregnancy. You might ask, of course, how a person with a medical degree could believe such nonsense. The result of a mental disorder, infantilism, magical thinking, a belief in being right, so strong that your sister could tell mountains where they should stand on the earth if it wasn't outright religious bullshit. The girl concluded that she should give herself to you, her brother. The combination of her genomes would have worked. You would have a child whose intestines would fit you perfectly. However, you would have to wait another 20 years for the young body to form its final state. It wasn't destined to be. One late evening, on her way home, your sister ran into a couple of drunk thugs. They robbed and raped her. Still, she suffered almost no psychological damage. There was nothing in there to suffer. The only thing she kept thinking about while she was being by two big thugs was that she would finally get pregnant and give birth to a normal asshole for her brother. Strong, you were sitting at home in the kitchen all this time listening to your dad fucking his prison buddy in the playroom. Yeah, do you want to know what exactly? Then you'll have to listen to the end of your story. As I understand it, we'll discuss this in our next session. Hello, Myasum. Amazing. You're making great progress, Myasum. However, I'd like this session to focus not on who you were on Earth, nor on your relatives. Remorse? Fascinating, Myasum. Fascinating, but too late. Yes, you committed 2 terrible murders of the people closest to you, and then you desecrated their corpses. You spent several days pretending to be your father and sister, answering calls and messages in their names. You can talk to me about what you did and feel some kind of catharsis, but will it help you if you don't understand why you did it? To understand, you must remember what happened right before the murder. Try. I'll help you. Close your eyes. Look inward. Go back in your mind to the moment you were waiting for your sister to come home from work. What do you hear? Good. What else? Excellent. Anything more? What do you hear? Wonderful. What happened next? Unpleasant details, Myasum. I understand your embarrassment. Fair enough. It triggered shame and resentment in you. The feeling of inadequacy can be devastating to the mind. Sadly, your psyche wasn't in the best shape at that point. It could no longer survive in its current state. You chose echopraxia, unconsciously of course. Pure parasitism. Complete mimicry of another's psychological patterns. See? Now it all starts to make sense. You killed your father's prison buddy without even realizing it. Why? So you could enter your parents' bedroom for the first time in your life. So you could stop being that silent shitless, or at least not be him completely. By killing people and copying their behavior, you gradually carved out your place in the world. That's how you finally began to exist. All that was left was to get yourself a fitting body. That's exactly why you extracted parts of the intestines and glutes from the corpses. Luckily, the police didn't catch you at the crime scene. I say luckily, because who knows how it would have ended had you survived, Myasum. But now the question is this. Who is sitting in front of me? You're clearly not shitless anymore. Your psyche is a mess of behavior patterns. So the real question, Myasum, and only you can answer it, is who are you now? Who do you feel like? And who do you want to be? Even if for just the short time you have left. Well, amazing, Myasum. You made the right choice. And with that, our therapy is concluded. I congratulate you and wish you the best of luck in your afterlife in hell. Of course, Myasum. Ask away. Oh, you mean Mr. Gut Cleaner? Of course, Myasum. You know him very well. He's the hero of those fairy tales you adored as a child. Creatures like Mr. Gut Cleaner will never betray you, will never turn away from you, no matter the evil you've done. Without a shred of doubt, they will follow you straight to hell, though it's a monstrous sacrifice for them. He is your only true friend, Myasum, the only one you can trust. I'm not lying right now. That's it.